All right, Kelly, we're back to talk about qualities. And I've been thinking about this a little. And I guess the question I have for you is if you're feeling anxious or fearful or, worried, is the idea to come up with a quality that kind of counterbalances that?
That's such a great question. It's so normal right now to be feeling anxious or sad or fearful. Having any doubts right now is so normal. The future is really unclear. So it's not to have the qualities that we want more of in our life doesn't mean we try to extinguish our own experience of what's going on inside of us. So if you're feeling anxious, it would be really just acknowledging that it's a normal feeling.
Gotcha.
The quality, if you wanted compassion, if you're talking about compassion, you could extend that compassion to yourself with your anxiety, which is, I feel really compassion for myself because this is a lot to take in.
Yeah. So when we were talking about this before, and I said some of my anxieties were coming from just the job market, and where things might be 2 months from now, you had brought up a suggestion of me focusing on curiosity. And I thought that was really interesting because you're right, it wasn't acting against what I was feeling, but it created an opening for me to be curious about something more to come.
Right.
So I thought that was a really great one. And it kind of got me thinking, I'm sure, I don't know if everyone's brain works like mine, but a lot of anxiety is always coming from this future that I don't know. And with everything that's going on, it's a scary place, the future. And when you had mentioned curiosity, I started thinking about, yeah, that's true. The future's unknown, which means there's also a lot of possibilities in it. And so that opening happened for me to say, wait a minute, why don't I think about a few of the possibilities 2 months from now so that I'm not constantly thinking about maybe the fear or the most negative outcome?
Absolutely. I think that is a beautiful way to look at it. And I would also add that I think it was in the first video that you and I did, we talked about being gentle, gentle discipline, and gentle with ourselves. When you're experiencing a feeling, if you're gentle with yourself and just acknowledge it and walk through it, it's more likely to dissipate as opposed to suppressing it. So, to be curious, you could say to yourself, I really acknowledge that I'm feeling anxious right now. And you could say, in the past, have things worked out? And then be curious about how it might, just to add that one extra step of being gentle or kind to yourself about your anxiety.
And why not, right? If you're going to put any energy into thinking about things 2 months from now, maybe make sure some of that's looking at some of the things you want or that could be positive.
Exactly. When we're talking about the qualities, loving, kindness, compassion, gentleness, um, I don't know if this is exact quality, but taking yourself a little bit less serious, a little bit lighter, humor, um, every person that has anxiety might pick a different quality. Not everyone would pick curious. So if you chose you want more gentleness or more compassion in your life, you could be compassionate towards that part in you that is feeling anxious about the unknown, because there is quite a dread in the air. Because I think every neighbor that I would speak to has a different opinion of what's going on and how long it's going to last.
Right.
Would you be willing to use the centered breathing with the curiosity, the quality that you'd like to have more of?
Yeah, let's try that.
And for anyone at home who's watching this, you can choose whichever quality you want, whether it's peaceful or peace or calm or inner strength or strength, trust. You can use that word, whatever one you choose, in I am. And so instead of safe, we're going to be saying, I am curious, I am peaceful, I am safe, however it works for the people that are watching this.
Great.
All right. So just center yourself and get comfortable in your chair and let those shoulders just fall a little bit. Notice tension just rolling off. And with this next breath, breathe in, I am curious.
I am curious.
And exhale, all is well.
All is well.
I am curious.
I am curious.
All is well.
All is well.
I am curious.
I am curious.
All is well.
All is well.
Now, before you open your eyes, you might see if you could see the word curious and see if it lights up or if there are any colors around it. Anything that you could hold on to in your mind, bringing it with you each moment the rest of your day.
Great. Yes. Very good.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.